These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Orlando Orbits and the Indianapolis Colts. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On play action, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And his first pass is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but
that'll go as a pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. Looking for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try to keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
We've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Mahomes. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. We'll check on his status when we get back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in. And
they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Orbits nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Jackson swings it out to the flat for Freeman. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first time.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Pass.
Ball's in the the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Orbits nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is Freeman. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Now Jackson on 2nd down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And get that to 48 complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
They're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. So left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down, Orlando.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. They'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Orbit 7.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th.
In Orlando, 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Now a give, right side. It's Hines. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. All the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Is good. Makes the score Colts 21, Orbits 10. Justin Tucker set to kick.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That one goes for 24 yards. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Jackson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Jackson on 1st down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
They go play action with Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker.
Jackson's pass been intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. Now Jackson. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Orvitz.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to number
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's Freeman. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Freeman again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he'll get there and pick it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. There was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They begin the drive with Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a couple. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they finally take him down, but not before reaches the 43. It's a big conversion on third for the Colts. 44 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make a difference.
And takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd and 1, Jackson. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up here. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. To throw is Jackson. Off play action. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Complete.
Kenny Galladay there to make the grab. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Orlando.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. It's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. They'll run on first down. Hines. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Brings up.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On third down, it's Hines, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run again with Hines, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
1st and goal at the 5.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll run forward with Hines, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They gave it to him in search of his third touchdown, but he's denied, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone where field goal wouldn't be. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to...
Cut down. The defense will get their hands on it. Go the other way. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jackson flushed out right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jackson's pass.
And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
The game at 30 all.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
Complete.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Jackson. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. And boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Freeman. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 37. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Complete.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Jackson now off the play fake. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
8-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the...
And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
The kicker.
I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this well upfield across the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own
Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves. It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Orlando, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA